On you go.
So I was going to talk a wee bit here just about how to use the toolbars and things that are a little bit handy to have to hand. So whenever you click into an inpatient, you're brought to this summary tab, and then underneath your tab you have different toolbars. Okay. So one of the things I was going to show you is what toolbars exist. There is ones that come as standard. However, there's lots of additional ones. Some of them are really, really useful. And I'm going to show you a wee bit about how to access those toolbars and have a look at them. So the first thing you want to do is click on the spanner over here.
On the right side.
Yep. And then you want to click add or remove toolbars. So for this first example, I'm just going to show you one that I think is really useful. And it's for looking up your labs. So if you know the name of the toolbar, you can just simply type it in. So the one I like is the critical care labs. So I'm going to click on that to get it added to the toolbars. And then what you can do is you can use the arrows up and down to make it higher in your list of toolbars. So I'm going to put it as number 2. And I'm going to hit accept. And then my second toolbar is now my critical care labs. And then if you click on it, it's just a nice way to look at your bloods. That's a lot more similar to how we would see bloods in something like ECR. So you've got your hematology, your UNE, LFTs, all that stuff, and it's sort of set out in the same way that ECR would set it up usually, which is a bit easier than the standard labs tab that comes with Epic that sort of does everything in alphabetical order, which is just a little bit harder to get the groups of bloods you want to see together in your head.
That's great. And then toolbars in general. So we've got tabs and toolbars. So toolbars are very helpful.
Yes, so you've got your tabs up the top here, and each tab will have slightly different toolbars. So the toolbars I'm talking about are only found in your summary tab.
Yeah.
And here are your toolbars. So you can only have 10 toolbars at the forefront that you can click on, and you can see all the ones up here. And any additional toolbars you have are in this small drop down.
I see, yeah.
And it gives you additional toolbars.
Yeah.
So for adding new toolbars, you again go to the add or remove tab, which you get from clicking on the spanner. And then actually what you can do if you're not sure what exists is actually you can just hit this magnifying glass.
And this is very important because most of us don't know what already exists, but clicking in the magnifying glass shows what toolbars have been preloaded by other contexts.
And then what you can do is you can have a scroll through, have a look and see what's there and what might be useful.
Many of them will not be useful for pediatrics, but some are.
So for instance, one that's probably quite useful for people working in the unit is the NICU ventilator data. So we'll click on it. This one I'm just going to keep down the bottom and show you how you get your ones that are further down the list. So I'm going to hit accept, it's number 17. So because it's number 17, I can't actually see it up in the top toolbar.
Because there are only 10 visible on the screen.
So to access it, I need to hit the drop down and click on NICU ventilator data, which has now appeared. And it gives me a layout that gives me all my ventilator settings and what way it's changing sort of hour on hour.
Brilliant. Thank you.